right, episode number 1, Fat Guyz TV.
Fat Guyz TV, you already know. The best part of the chicken is the thigh. Why? Because we said so.
Absolutely. So today, we're at Winnie's Jerk. This spot is incredible. He's been here for 4 years. You definitely have to check him out. We're in Milton, Ontario. This is right off of Bronte. We're definitely gonna do a dive in with Winston, the owner. We're gonna ask some questions. We're gonna get to know who he is. We're gonna understand how he started the business and really get to taste some of the best food. So we want you guys to stay tuned with us.
All right, so we're here with Winston today. Thank you for your time, we appreciate it. Absolutely, so just give us a breakdown of how you started the business.
Well, I used to be in the restaurant business for a while. And while I was in the restaurant business, I bought a horse trailer, decided to turn it into a food truck.
Right.
That process took me about 6 months. After I finished building the food truck, I was at a place in Brampton called Borderline. And I was there running that place for a minute. I had a restaurant in there, 3,500 square feet. And I built the food truck while I had the restaurant in the back of the restaurant. And after I finished the food truck, I put the food truck in front of the restaurant. And the food truck was making more money than the restaurant. So I shut down the food truck and moved to Milton. And ever since I moved to Milton, I've been here at this spot here going on 4 years now. Mind you, I've been leaving before the pandemic to go to those festivals around the area in Milton and Brampton. But from the pandemic, I've been here ever since, and it's been pretty good.
What do you find the most challenging parts are?
The most challenging part is find somebody trying to operate this machine right here. The most challenging. I've been trying for 4 years, and I still haven't found somebody. Everybody's scared of this grill because you can do some damage to it if you don't get used to it and know what you're doing. But differently from that, I probably would have expanded to 10, 20 trucks already.
Absolutely.
Just because of the fact I have to be here to operate this.
Right, and just in terms of your recipes, where did they come from?
Everything from Jamaica, my grandmother. I've never taken a cooking course. I've never gone to a cooking class. Everything's from my grandma. I grew up with my grandparents in Jamaica. Most of the time, in the daytime, I was in the bush with my grandfather. At nighttime, in the evenings, I'd be at home doing my schoolwork. After my schoolwork, in the kitchen with my grandma. I don't use measuring cups. I don't measure anything. At the end of the day, like I said, everything's handed down, like literally from my grandmother.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you in terms of the ingredients. Like, do you just do it off of the eye, like you know?
I do it off of the eye and the hand and the memory.
Right, for sure. So just in terms of like what differentiates you from other Jamaican restaurants, would you say?
The difference between me, I'm Winnie's jerk. I'm not any other jerk where they come in with their own jerk sauce. I don't buy jerk sauce. I make my own wet season. I make my own jerk season. I make my own jerk sauce. Everything's original.
Yeah.
Same with the rice and peas. I don't cook it the way normal people do. I just keep it plain Jane, just in the Dutchie, out in the plate.
Yeah. Do you feel like in terms of the actual Caribbean Jamaican style of cooking, is there one way to do it, or is it kind of different ways? Because you know everyone says jerk should be done this way or jerk should be done that way. Like,
at the end of the day, I think they're saying jerk should be done this way and that way because of the fact of where you are. Because number one, when you're in Canada, we only allowed 5 months out of the year we can actually be outside. And at the end of the day, you can get all the ingredients up here, but who's going to take the time to get all the ingredients and put it out in the market? I don't see too many people doing that.
Right.
But you can do certain things to go around it, like the pimento itself. In Jamaica, they put the wooden pimento on the bottom of the chicken goes on top, and then the zinc goes on top of the chicken. But if you use that within your mind, what they're using is the flavor of the pimento to cook the chicken. It's not the charcoal or the seasoning, it's the flavor of the pimento.
Okay.
So my thing when I came here now, I took the pimento seeds, crushed them up, boiled them, strained it. When I'm cooking here now, I put a container of that same water inside the grill. When the steam comes up now, I get the same flavor.
Okay.
You just invert things to make it work for you here.
Absolutely. So would you say you need the actual wood to do jerk, or no? You don't need it?
No, but you need the pan. You can't do it in the oven. I've done jerk chicken in the oven, and I've done jerk chicken in the pan. What the oven does is it doesn't bake it. It cooks it like a steam. So you can't get all that. So instead of everything coming down like this, everything goes up like this.
Right.
Because if you ever notice, if you cook chicken in the oven, the flour paper will stick to the chicken when you go to peel it off.
Yeah.
Nothing's going into the meat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for this now, everything just flows. Everything into the meat.
And what is the hardest part about using this to cook? Why do you think people have such a hard time? Because I know you said it's hard, but I'm trying to figure out like why. What's the difficulty?
Number one, this thing here, you can operate this like an oven.
Okay.
Just like an oven. If I want this thing to blow at 200 degrees, I can make it blow at 200 degrees. If I want it to blow at 500 degrees,
you can get it to blow at 500 degrees. So where's the difficulty?
And all that has to do is the heat and the air that you put in here.
Yeah.
Now when I go to lift this up, there's combustions, right?
It's
So the
gonna
more you
poof.
close it, the more combustions is in here, and you have to be able to understand the type of smokes that come out of here.
Right.
See this light gray smoke tells me there's not too much heat going on in here right now. Now if I look at this again, I see a smoke coming out here, and it's like a dark, grayish, almost black smoke. I know there's shit going on here, and I can't come here and open up the grill just like this. I have to press it down first, conceal all the air in there, then take my time to open up. If not, it'll blow back at me, and I'll be on fire. I lost enough blocks over this already. I'm telling you.
Controlling the flame. Controlling the flame. Okay. Okay.
So this little thing you see me put in here, and I didn't put one in here. Normally what I do, you see that? And people don't expect that. You don't expect all that smoke to be coming out there like that. You understand what I'm saying? So what I do is I take a little piece of charcoal, and I rest it right here.
Keep the door open.
And I close back the grill. That's my heat control right there.
Ah, okay.
Then I keep an eye on the grill, look out, see what type of smoke's coming out of it, how much smoke is coming out of it. If it's too much and it's too black, it means it's cooking too fast. It's not cooking, it's burning.
Right.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this out.
Right.
And let it steam.
Okay. So in terms of talk to if you're cooking curry goat and oxtail, is there a certain technique to that too? Because the only reason why I'm asking that is because, my mom, his mom, everybody has their own way of doing
to me,
it.
number one, if you don't have a Dutchie, no bother with it.
Okay,
No
all right,
bother
all right,
with it.
all right.
Number one, it has to be a Dutch pot.
Right.
If you want that gravy without adding a whole bunch of flour and everything to it, the only time to make up that gravy, it has to be a Dutch pot.
Right.
And anything you cook in a Dutch pot, you have to brown it first.
Okay.
Number one.
Yeah.
Oxtail, goat, any one of them, brown it first before you cook it. And when you brown it, you dust it with a little bit of flour.
Oh, flour?
Dust
I never heard that one. Yeah, okay.
Dust the ask a little bit of flour. Dust the cow with a little bit of flour. Curry goat, dust it with a little bit of flour.
Yeah.
And then you brown it.
Yeah.
Curry has to be burnt for certain people because they don't burn it, they run the belly.
Ah, okay.
That makes sense. It's like, when you make a roux, you're using the fat and you're adding the butter and flour to thicken it up.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's doing the same thing when he
man.
throws the flour on there.
Yes, man.
Right.
Yeah.
My grandma tell me all these things. Bro.
So in regards to your menu, is there only reason why you don't do soup and other things like that?
I do soup, but I rotate. One day I'll do corn soup, next day I'll do red pea soup. But all my soups are vegan soup.
Okay.
I don't put no meat in anyone, unless a person calls me ahead of time. But if he calls me or she calls me, they gotta take that whole pot of soup.
Hold on. No jerk pork?
Yeah, man. And number one, I don't eat meat.
Yeah.
Vegan, huh? It's
I don't eat meat
vegan.
now for 15 years.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I used to eat pork. I used to love my pork.
Yes.
Beef, goat, all of them. I had to have eaten them one time in order to make them to be able to continue and do what I'm doing right now.
Absolutely.
Real time.
So you're saying if people come to you, they could call ahead of time?
Yes, man.
And order.
And order.
Anything.
Okay, so it's not limited to what you have on the menu?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No. You call me ahead of time, you want steamed fish, make it steamed fish. You want esca fish, make it esca fish.
Okay.
You want brown stew, see with the brown stew fish, make it a brown stew fish.
Okay.
You want brown stew chicken, I make it brown stew fish.
Okay. So in the long run, what would you say the goal is for you? In terms of...
The goal is for me, is to educate people in the sense of this thing here, and at the same time, big up Jamaica at the same time.
Right.
That is my goal.
Absolutely.
Nothing else.
Absolutely.
If I do that, then I can educate even a local young lad, because most of these guys, these black kids that you see walking around here, running around here, they don't know nothing about Jamaica. And the only people that know something about Jamaica is their parents.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the parents can't take the time to teach them about Jamaica because, number one, you got to make a living.
Yes.
And at the same time while you're making a living, the school that they send them to here don't teach them nothing about Jamaica. So at the end of the day, they got to need someplace to go where they can maybe click online or find out this and this and that to find out their real heritage. It's something like same thing like Black Lives Matters. The Americans, they're trying to find their heritage too at the same time. Jamaicans here, their parents might be Jamaicans, yeah, but at the end of the day, it stops right there.
Culture's lost.
It's done.
Yeah.
It stops right there.
Yeah.
That's why when I build my place, most of the time when people come here and you see I write all the stuff on my truck, or I go on, yeah man, they ask me, what does that mean? I can tell them what it means. I can tell them where it comes from.
Yeah. What do you feel about the stigma that people have for Jamaicans when they go, oh, Jamaicans are really rough? Because you know how we deal with people deal with people very rough sometimes. But is it that?
I think it's jealousy. I really think it's jealous because in the back of their mind they're thinking, how are you in a nice, hot, warm country and you can take up and leave anytime you want? Me, I'm stuck here, no matter what. I haven't got a place to go to. This is my home.
Right.
And at the end of the day, even though this is my home, I see you eating from my home. And when you're eating from my home, it's almost like a bad thing, a reflection that you're putting on me. But at the end of the day, this society is set up to keep the black man at a certain level. You can't go up there. No matter what we do, We cannot go up there. We will never make it up there. And once we stop and figure that out and stop fighting to get up there and just take care of us and take care of our family and be good to your neighbor, we ain't gonna get nowhere.
And I'm glad you said that, because this is the part of the reason why we're doing what we're doing, because we believe that, you know, in today's world, you have the internet, you have different avenues you can use,
Yes.
and together, partnering,
Yes.
these things like this are gonna help, right?
Something has to be done, bro. We can't keep on going on Black Lives Matter, slavery. Just no. That was done, bro. That was done.
Right.
What's going on now? What's going on? What's happening? What can you do right now? Leave all that shit behind, because even if you take it with you, you're still gonna be a dragon. It's never gonna catch up to you. It's always gonna be behind you. So cut the string, man. Let it go.
Absolutely.
Let it go.
You gonna ask something?
You got serious?
No. Yeah, my belly just, just said.
So yeah, we've been doing a lot of talking, but at the end of the day, you can come, Winnie's Jerk, check it out. All right.
And they have jerk pork, yes?
Yes, I have been. See it there? All right.
All right, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, yes.
Honey, garlic, ginger, pimento, tomato paste, apple cider vinegar, molasses, sugar cane. Boil it for about maybe 2.5 to 3 hours. And still the same time. That is hot sauce around. And don't forget the Scotch bonnet pepper. Dry seasoning. This is pimento, Scotch bonnet pepper, garlic, onion, thyme, scallion, and a little bit of ginger. You just throw them on the grill like that. You will 45 minutes on. Let the air inside. The more air let inside, the more heat it creates inside the drink bag. And the more smoke it creates. If it's too much now, I just take this out, close it down, and just use it.
Yo, slap up 2 pieces and I'm checking that.
Yeah, but this one, one a large jerk pork.